Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well, Scorpio. The last couple of readings that I did for you were pretty intense and heavy. So let's see if things have shifted for you in your space, Scorpio. This is a general collective reading for strong placements in Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So check out your placements. Cross watches as well. You could have strong placements in Scorpio. I do feel a lot of Taurus energy around you, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or maybe it's just because what seems to be happening in the collective right now is that the polar opposite zodiacs are igniting each other into ascension, is what I feel. And Taurus is your polar opposite. It is your opposite, the opposite sign of the zodiac to you. And I am a Taurus, so I have been going through or doing a lot of deep inner work and receiving a lot of guidance and revelations and light bulb moments and insights from this work. And that is your energy, Scorpio. You go deep. And there's a lot of destruction and recreation, recreation, rebirth is your theme. It's your energy, and that's what you help the other zodiac signs to do. Your collective energy does that. Ruled by Pluto as well, when Pluto is the planet of destruction and creation. You know, Pluto was not afraid to go through to the ends of hell in service and to bring back lessons. And that is your energy, Scorpio. So you could be going through it on behalf of the collective as well. There are a lot of life lessons at play at the moment, is what I'm picking up in the readings. A lot of ascension energy, a lot of spiritual hygiene. So let's see, for you, Scorpio, Spirit, please and thank you. I am doing personal readings, Scorpio, so if you feel called to my energy, if this resonates with you and you'd like a deeper dive, if you have a specific question or challenge that you need guidance for, please reach out. I'd be honored to work with your energy. My details are in the description box below. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now, Scorpio, and see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, please and thank you for the sign of Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Messages of guidance, love, and light. Negative energy must leave my space now. Bringing in protection for Scorpio collective into this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull 6 cards, Scorpio. The Queen of Swords, card of Libra. We are in Libra season, so it could just be representing the season, but the Queen of Swords is about truth. It's about boundaries. She's often known as the Ice Queen, but she's not cold. She's just very selective about who she allows into her space and who she gives to. She's also very clear on what her truth is and what her energetic boundaries are, and she's not afraid to stand in that. So, card of Libra, this could be what's coming through for you in Libra season, Scorpio. She's also incredibly astute at managing her emotions, at balancing her emotions, so she never reacts from an emotional standpoint. And Scorpio being a water sign, I do feel I see this water here, and it's not always depicted in the Queen of Swords card, you know, depending on the deck that I use. And this is the Witch's Tarot. You know, I felt the deck called out to be used for these readings. And the water energy here is your energy, Scorpio. It's the depth of the ocean. It's the abyss. It's the abyss that all of us need to dive into in order to retrieve our higher selves and come into our wholeness and into our, soul's light again. And I feel like, you're coming out of a very emotional, turbulent time into a period of understanding, into a period of balance and fairness, managing your emotions in the situation, and seeing, the light at the end of it all. Okay, that was just, what Spirit is saying. Let's get all the cards so that I can see the Queen of Swords energy in context with the other cards, Scorpio. Let's see. Wow, Ace of Swords, some more sword energy. Archangel Michael, Sword of Truth, clarity, new beginnings in communication. This could be the beginning of communication. If I remember correctly, in the last couple of readings, Scorpio, there was some difficult energy in your space, being taken advantage of, some unfairness as well. And that is coming into balance for you. You're standing in your truth. You're able to speak your truth clearly. You're not coming from an unhealthy emotional point of view. And when I say unhealthy emotion, I mean projection or, not being able to integrate what's coming from your conditioning and your belief system, and projecting that onto others in relationship, but rather standing in your truth, speaking with fairness, understanding the other perspective as well, which is also Libra energy. It's literally, I can see you standing in a court of law. And this could be a divorce for some of you. This could be a court case. This could be some kind of, it doesn't even have to be that heavy, Scorpio, but I do sense that you're standing up for your rights, and they're showing me a court of law with you standing at the front and almost being your own lawyer, Scorpio, having all your facts in order. Judges never allow emotion to take over their courtroom. So having all your facts in order, not spiraling, not blaming anyone, seeing both sides of the story, being fair about it. Wow. Let's see what else comes through. Balance, again, Six of Pentacles. So this definitely is about balance. This is about reciprocity, Scorpio. Okay, I just want to get all the cards because Four of Pentacles. So that's scarcity energy. Four of Pentacles. The Miser card. Card of scarcity. It's scarcity consciousness. It's not believing that you are worthy enough for more. Holding on to what you have so tightly that it blocks anything else from coming into your space. It is not a wealth mindset. It is a mindset of lack and I don't have enough. This could be you or your person. This could be your guardedness, protecting yourself. The Empress, exactly. That's the Taurus energy that I was feeling for you. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Major Arcana, Divine Feminine, 4 queens in one. She's integrated all of that queen energy, air energy, pentacle energy, emotion, and fire to rise up and ascend to this level of Empress. She is the embodiment of the feminine, the divine feminine in the tarot deck, ruled by Venus, sign of Taurus, major arcana. I feel like this energy, you could be dealing with a Taurus, and if you aren't, this Taurian energy is helping you balance out a situation, Scorpio. I feel like the Taurus energy is coming in to ground your emotions, to ground you, to allow yourself to feel worthy again, to allow yourself to step into creation again, because I do feel like for a long time, from what you've been going through, your root chakra, Muladhara, and your sacral chakra, Swadhisthana, have been blocked energetically. So you might have felt out of body, very floaty, not being able to feel safe in your space, in your own physical embodiment, feeling anxiety or fear, and also feeling a block when it comes to moving forward. And this is what this energy of, the Empress is clearing, coming to clear out for you. So I'm so happy to see that the energy is shifting from, a very, very heavy energy and an unfair energy to balance, and allowing you to see your worthiness and your truth and your own divinity, and allowing you to receive what is meant for your highest good. You see, these two energies can't work well together, and I feel like the Empress is helping you clear out this feeling that you have, that you are unworthy of more. My favorite saying that I've been picking up on social media is, the universe isn't on a budget. You can ask for more. There's enough for everyone. There's absolutely enough for everyone. And sometimes we need to let go of certain things to bring, or to allow and to make space for new energy to come in. So if you're holding tightly, Scorpio, onto a present situation or past situation, that you're not yet fully ready to let go of, it's going to keep you feeling stuck and blocked. It's not a good energy to be in for too long. I do understand that in our phases of healing, we go through moments like this. Moments are one thing, but if it's becoming, a habit or a daily thing, to stay in this consciousness of, I don't deserve, or feeling like you have to hold on and tightly control the situation, is what I heard. You're realizing now, with the Taurus energy, with this energy of the Empress integrating, is that you don't always have control of everything around you. So, control is an illusion. So holding on to that, or holding on to anything, is actually making the situation worse and not better. You could be also holding on to a point of view, Scorpio, and not wanting to shift perspective. But I do feel like your energy is shifting into one of understanding, one of birthing something new into your world and releasing the old. One more card for Scorpio, please, and thank you, Spirits. The Page of Swords. So becoming a student again, becoming a student of life again. There could be a child involved. The pages are children, so there could be a child involved in the situation, if it is a court case or a custody battle, discussions about maintenance is what I just heard. That might not resonate for everybody. Sometimes I do get specific messages. Could be discussions about maintenance and what is fair. Some difficult energy there. It's air energy, the Page of Swords, so it could also be that you're dealing with a child that is either Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. They don't have to be. They could have strong placements in air. But it's also about communication with a child, if there is a child involved. It's about being able to communicate with truth as well, so that they also are able to understand the situation. Sorry, that was a very specific message for someone. The Page of Swords is also, going back to a childlike state and being open to look at different truths, different perspectives, and learning again, being a student of life again. It's also a card of spying. So, whoever you're dealing with could be, doing a little bit of stalking, watching your social media, watching whether or expecting to receive a text from you. This could also mean the initiation of communication again after a period of pause, and communication that is clean, pure, and innocent, that comes in with purity, is what I'm feeling with this childlike energy and the sword. Swords represent air and communication, truth and words, Scorpio. So I do feel that there is resolution coming in the situation. Yes, Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so there definitely could be children involved. But the Page of Pentacles is also a small message, a grounded message, so it's not emotional. This could be the beginning of, healthy communication between you and another person, Scorpio. I just want to get an overall energy from the Rider Waite for you, Scorpio. Please clarify the 6 cards that are on the table here for Scorpio, please and thank you. There is, again, children energy, so there could be children involved. This could have to do with, a maintenance custody battle. But what's happening in the situation right now is peace is being brought in somehow. I think if you're dealing with, a partner and you're in separation, communication in the past has been very difficult, but I feel like you're moving into a healthier place of communication, understanding each other and negotiating fairly. This energy of the court of law keeps coming up, so this could be very specific for someone. If that doesn't resonate, this is a card of reciprocity. It's about equal give and take. It's about sharing. And I do feel like the scales were tipped not in your favor in the last couple of readings, Scorpio. So balance, and it is a 6. 6 represent balance, the 3 and the 3. Balance is coming in for you in this situation, Scorpio. Balance, truth, and fairness. In fact, this is Lady Justice, card of Libra, Queen energy, Lady Justice energy, and the universe is stepping in because we cannot allow there to be an imbalance. It can't sustain itself for a long time. There has to be something that comes in to shift the table and shift the balance. If you've noticed in nature as well, and this is just a universal law, it's balance always needs to be brought in when there's an excess of something. There's an excess of heat. A rain shower has to come in to cool everything down. If there's an excess of tension, there has to be some kind of break or explosion to release that tension. If you've been in lack because of, whatever the situation is, the universe or God, higher forces need to come in to support you in balancing that out. And sometimes it's not even anything we need to do. It just happens in a natural way. Rider Waite, Spirit, please clarify these 6 cards for Scorpio. Exactly, the world. Something is shifting. Major Arcana, card of Capricorn, and Sagittarius, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of karma and balance. And again, we are in Libra season, so I do feel like this Libra season is bringing you balance, it's bringing you justice, and it's bringing you a whole new beginning, a whole new cycle. The world is also about integrating the past cycles, lessons learned, moving on. Major arcana, and it's exactly what I was saying, is the universe coming in to bring you that balance, that circle of balance, closing out of cycles. Anything else? Yeah, an end to this period of anxiety, and this is what I was feeling with, the imbalance in your root, in your sacral, is this fear and anxiety, the sleepless nights. This is coming to an end for you right now, Scorpio. Anything else for Scorpio, please, right away, clarifying this energy. There's a lot of air energy here. Air and earth energy. So you could be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign. But it's communication and grounding. So your throat as well, Scorpio, if you've been struggling to communicate, maybe you even have a sore throat, because I'm feeling it in my throat chakra energy, this burning sensation. You might have been, or gone through a period where it was difficult for you to communicate without stuttering or without fumbling. But this is clearing out for you now, Scorpio. The card that came out again with the Rider-Waite is the Devil energy, which is card of Capricorn. And that's the Capricorn energy I was feeling. So it is, it's toxic energy. It can be toxic energy. It can be entrapment energy. So, this could definitely be a partnership where you feel trapped, where you feel like, there's no way out, or you feel unfairly treated in the situation. Again, ruled by Saturn and a major arcana. It's karma. It's karmic cycles that are being played out here for both of you. This was a soul contract I'm feeling, but a karmic soul contract. And the lessons have been learned, Scorpio. It's time to move on to a different cycle, is what I'm feeling. The bottom of the deck, that's your energy, Scorpio, the Tower. And it's exactly what I was saying is, if anything is unbalanced, and the Tower energy is Scorpio energy, it's destruction energy. We have to destroy in order to create. We have to let go in order to move forward. We have to release. And if we're not doing that, it builds up, the energy builds up in such a way that the universe then comes in and says, this is your wake-up call. This is a Tower moment in order to shake up anything that is in your life that does not serve you and that is unstable. It's exactly like building a home where if you don't take your time in the beginning to build that foundation and to ground it sufficiently, it is going to come crumbling down. We cannot maintain stability at a superficial level, or we cannot fake stability. We can't fake energy for the universe, actually. Energy doesn't lie. So as stable as you might have thought the situation is, there were underlying factors that were breaking it down, that were not looked at. And so this Tower moment has come in to serve you, Scorpio, to show you truths that you may have been avoiding, and to shake the ground up so that you can destroy and recreate again and start new. Major arcana. So there is divine intervention in the situation. Scorpio, I just want to get you an oracle card for advice. This is exciting. It's heavy, but it's also exciting, Scorpio, because I feel a shift in the situation, whatever it is that, has been playing out in your space. I do feel a shift in your favor and a balance being brought to the situation. Spirit, please and thank you for the sign of Scorpio. Messages of guidance to close off this reading. Wow. We've got two, and I'm going to take both. Sage energy. So it's almost like the hermit energy. Be devoted and committed. And to yourself, Scorpio, is what I'm feeling. You might need to retreat and take some time to yourself after the situation, has come to a close or the cycle has ended. Just to, feel at peace again. To calm the ego down, to calm, you might have felt run down or attacked. I heard character attack in some way. And this retreat is going to be necessary for you to just balance your energy out again, to find your calmness and your peace. I love that snake energy has come out because it is... Sorry, just wait for the helicopter to do its thing. It is about shedding old skin, and this is exactly what we were talking about letting go, Scorpio, and this is new cycles as well. So that's beautiful energy. Snake energy is coming in to show you that in order to expand, this skin that you were wearing, this version of yourself, this template doesn't fit you anymore. You have outgrown it. And so if you're holding on to your old skin, it's going to keep you from growing. It's going to keep you from expanding. And that's exactly why snakes shed as they grow. Their skin becomes too small for the body that they are becoming. And I feel like on a soul level for you, Scorpio, this lesson is old now. What they're saying is it's time for you to level up, to move on to your next version of yourself. And to let or release, anything that doesn't fit anymore, that isn't in alignment. Okay, Scorpio, I'm sending you so much love. I know this isn't easy. And please lean on your loved ones for support. Don't carry this alone. I know, Scorpio, that you don't necessarily like to share, and you're a very deep emotional water sign, and you're not always open to sharing and being vulnerable and receiving support, because that's also what the Empress is here to tell you, is allow yourself to receive the support that you need right now, wherever that comes from. Okay, Scorpio, sending you love. And if you'd like a personal reading, my details are below. Until next time.